No one warned you. If you shine too brightly, you disturb others. If you do good without boundaries, you attract predators. And if you choose to remain transparent in this masked world, you pay the heaviest price with your soul. But you persist anyway, you believe. You think that if you're honest, you'll be valued. If you're kind-hearted, you'll get reciprocity. Giving will open doors for you, and then true connections will come. A friend stabs you in the back. A lover exploits your pure heart. A boss uses you and then discards you easily. You don't even notice when or how it happened. Suddenly you realize you're not the lead in the game you're playing. You're just a stepping stone. And right there you understand, the problem wasn't being good. The problem was being good without strategy. Centuries ago, Machiavelli said, "In a world full of cunning, the purely good become prey." This video isn't a praise of cruelty. It's a warning for everyone who embraces goodness but gets constantly crushed. Because your biggest mistake was thinking the world would appreciate you for who you are. But the world doesn't work that way. People generally love not you, but the benefits you provide, and you started giving everything without realizing it. Your time, your attention, your interest, your effort, even silently sacrificing yourself. But one day, when you say no, you suddenly become the enemy. Why? Because what they gave you cost nothing. But what you offered was an easily accessible free resource for them. Human nature works like this. No one values what they don't pay for. But the harshest part is this. The issue isn't giving, it's not knowing when to stop. So, how many people truly love you for who you are? If you want to find out, say no once, set a boundary. Step back for a while and watch. Most people don't thank you for what you've given, but they get angry for what you don't give. Because your generosity has become their right, your silence has become their comfort zone. And in that moment you realize, true respect doesn't come from giving everything. It comes from knowing when to say enough. Machiavelli's words still echo. If it's impossible to be both loved and feared, it's safer to be feared. But this isn't a threat. It means your respect circle is so firm that no one steps in easily without thinking twice. Your boundaries should be so clear that people hesitate before approaching, because people don't respect those who always say yes. They respect those who speak little but decisively, who can quietly disappear when needed. People whose presence and absence are both felt. In this world, those who don't assign value end up emotionally in debt. And no one pays that debt for you. Until now, you've always tried to be visible. Always useful, reachable, present, but you didn't notice. The more visible you are, the more undervalued you become. You replied to every message instantly. You listened to everyone's problems. You rushed to help everyone. But did anyone think to look into your inner world? No, because you were always there, you went unnoticed. Your presence eventually stopped feeling special to anyone, and that might have been the most painful slap. Even those who needed you most forgot your worth, because you thought love, friendship, respect are earned by giving. But Machiavelli says something else. People even forget their fathers' deaths, but they never forget losing their fortunes. It may be painful, but it's true. People remember not your sacrifice, but the gain they got from it, and you keep giving, hoping one day they'll see. But they won't, because you've already become invisible. So a true act of power is sometimes just leaving, not as punishment, but as strategy. Silence isn't weakness. Silence is rarity. And everything rare is desired more. Have you noticed? People who give little, who don't open up easily, seem more valuable. Because they know a truth. If attention is scattered, it devalues. If access is unlimited, worth decreases. Your energy, your time, your interest. These aren't things to flow like water. They should be seen as a favor. But as you gave everything to everyone, no one notices anymore. Because no one told you that being strong isn't about giving a lot. It's about knowing when and to whom to give. And now you should ask yourself, how many times did I give up on myself for those who didn't deserve it? Machiavelli didn't ask you to be cruel, but to be aware. Because in this world, goodness without strategy is seen as weakness. And if you want to protect your power, take every step consciously. Speak less but meaningfully. Give little but deeply. Because power comes not from noise, but from control. The truth is, what you need isn't to be loved. It's to be respected, because love is conditional, variable, tied to interests. But respect is the result of a stance, a weight. And if people say they love you but change their face when you say no, that love is just a need. Machiavelli says, people are more bound by fear than by love. But here, fear isn't violence. It's unshakability. You shouldn't explain anymore. Don't defend yourself, don't justify. Because a truly strong person doesn't need to prove who they are. What defines them isn't the response they give, but the reaction they withhold. Look around. You wanted everyone to like you, to say they understand, to agree, to show love. But for that, you compromised yourself. You stayed silent where you should have spoken. You spoke where you should have stayed silent. And then what? You got lost. You couldn't even hear your own inner voice. But now you know. True power isn't in trying to be understood. It's in peace with yourself. Power doesn't come just from muscle, intelligence, or fame. True power is self-mastery. If, despite all you've been through, you can control your reactions, not explode, not break down, but stand without shattering yourself, then you're truly strong. Machiavelli says, a person must be able to act like both an animal and a human. So reason alone isn't enough. Instinct alone isn't enough. True power is born where intelligence and instinct balance. When someone ignores you, belittles you, tries to wear you down, if you can smile and move on, you're the winner. Because what truly defines you isn't how strong you are, but how little you react. A weak person reacts to everything. A strong person watches, stays silent, calculates. And that silence becomes the loudest voice. When people see you don't explode anymore, they can't understand what's turning inside you. And that unknown is the real authority. You no longer shout your secrets. You don't show yourself in pieces, because you know the unseen is the most curious. There's a simple rule. A man who doesn't draw boundaries for himself becomes a side character in others' stories. And the worst part, if you don't draw those boundaries, others will. They'll tell you when to shut up, when to smile, when to go, when to stay. And just to be loved, you trample your own rules. But one day, your inner voice won't stay silent anymore. And for the first time, you understand, every day you don't choose yourself is a day someone else decides for you. Now your silence should be strategic. You don't carry explanations everywhere you go. You don't seek approval for every choice because you know power is directing without being seen. The room changes when you enter. The tone shifts without you speaking. Behavior changes just from your gaze. This isn't flashy ego. This is the effect of quiet authority, and this effect forces even those who once opposed you to respect you, because they now know you have boundaries, you have value, and you set that value yourself. At the end of the day, true authority comes not from the outside world, but from the order you build inside. The person who can manage their inner self, speak only when necessary, stay loyal to themselves, already rules without being seen. Because now you know respect isn't demanded. It's built, with silence, with boundaries, with consistency. And finally you realize, your silence says more than your presence. Your departure is more effective than 1,000 words. You now just live, for yourself, not to be understood, not for applause, just to stay true to your essence. And this transforms you into someone no one can bend or break. You understand Machiavelli's words better now. If it's impossible to be both loved and feared, it's safer to be feared, because in the end, people respect those who know themselves, draw their boundaries, and are clear even in silence. And you are now that person.